Hi guys, welcome back to Fresh Talk with me, your host, Jada Gyamfi, sponsored by Estela's Fresh Mix. And for today's episode, I'm going to start a little different, and I'm going to do a Get Ready With Me because this is how I started, and now we're doing podcasts. So, yeah, I'm going to get started now. I'm going to talk about myself a little bit because I always come on and talk with other people and about other people, and I feel like I never really introduced myself. So, I am a junior on the Iowa women's basketball team, and I'm from Des Moines, Iowa. So I went to two different high schools. I went to Urbandale High School to start for my freshman and sophomore year, and then I went to Johnston. And let's see, I am the last of four, so I have three older siblings. I have two older brothers and one older sister. Mom, dad, dog, Luna, who's mine, and I love her so much. She's my queen. She's also very, if you follow me on TikTok, then you've probably seen Luna. She's crazy. But yeah, I got her this year, and I love her so much. Okay, so more about me. Obviously, like I said, I'm a junior. So, I didn't even say my major. So I'm an elementary education major. I didn't start that way. I started as a sports rec major and changed my mind almost immediately, which was for the best. I've always wanted to be a teacher, and it's just crazy. College really makes you figure out things in life. But once I started college, I was like, ugh, why am I doing sports rec? I've always wanted to be a teacher. My aunts are all teachers. I have three aunts. My mom's all sisters. But they're all in education. Well, two of them are. And my grandpa was in education. My mom went to college to work in education. So it's like, I don't know, genetic. It's in my genes. So I made the switch to elementary education, and I love that. I'm so excited to be a teacher. And fun fact about going to school to be a teacher while also being an athlete, I can't student teach in like my 4 years because basketball is such a long season, and it takes up like all my time throughout the school year. So I do have to come back for an extra semester, but I have to do it. So I'll be a little bit of a super senior, but that's fine. It won't be 6 years like Kate, so that's okay. But yeah, so education, I'm really excited about that. Oh my God, yeah. So this weekend, well, what day is it? It's Tuesday. On Friday, my brother is getting married, which is so exciting. My second oldest brother is getting married on Friday. So I'm in Iowa City right now, obviously. And then I'm going to drive back to Des Moines on Thursday for the reception. And then he gets married on Friday, which is crazy. It's nuts. I really can't believe it, but I'm so excited. It's going to be so fun. And I'm a bridesmaid, and I get to wear a pretty little dress and do my hair and makeup, and so I'm really excited for that. And yeah, it's gonna be blessed. All my siblings are gonna be there, my whole family, which is kind of crazy. My family's crazy, but they're all gonna be there, and it's gonna be a blast. And yeah, so those are my weekend plans, and I don't even know what else I'm doing. I have a hard time figuring out what to do on the daily basis, so I can't plan that far ahead. But what else am I doing this week? Oh, tomorrow is one of my good friends' birthdays, Marit. She's sitting in right now. She's watching. And so we have all the birthday plans that we're going to do tomorrow. We're also getting a new tattoo, which is exciting. I have 5. I get a lot of questions about my tattoos. I have 5 tattoos. I have 3 on this arm, 1 on this arm, and then I have 1 on my rib. All 5. I got the first one when I was 18. And they all have good meaning because I know a lot of people are anti-tattoo, especially when you're young, but they all mean something to me. Okay guys, my new obsession, Poppy. The flavor is so good, and it doesn't hurt my tummy, which is what I really like about it. It's good and healthy for your gut, and it tastes amazing. This is my favorite flavor, if you guys are wondering. It's Doc Pop, and another fan favorite is the orange creamsicle, but if you haven't tried it, you definitely should because it's my favorite. So, more about basketball and the transition, because I feel like a lot of people also wonder about that, especially like young girls who want to play college basketball and like the difference. And I've talked about it before, but like, I don't know, it was crazy jumping from high school, especially with like basketball, because we move in like early June and you graduate high school at the end of May. So like you get, I don't know, 2-3 weeks to like kind of get your stuff together, and then all of a sudden you're here. But it was definitely a big jump for me, like on every single aspect, with school, with basketball, with like just being on my own, because obviously you can't move with your parents to college, so having to do, like, everything on my own. Like, I always had to be the one to do my laundry. I always had to be the one to clean. And, like, if you watch the episode with me and Natalie, sometimes we would forget to do said things. We were very messy, definitely not giving clean girl aesthetic, but it was fine. But yeah, that jump was really hard. And then athletically, too. I feel like it was insane, the difference in, like, strength, because I was going up against Kate, who was, like, I don't know, darn near 30 when I got here, because she had been here for so long. And I was, like, freshly turned 18, because my birthday's in March, just graduated high school. I'm like, oh, this is going to be so fun, so exciting. And then I go up against Kate Martin, who's, like, an absolute beast. And it was definitely a bit shocking, the difference. But it was all good. I feel like it takes a while to, like, get your body used to the difference in college and high school, like, especially from a strength and conditioning standpoint, because everyone is so strong and so fast. Like, I learned that really quickly, because I have never been a very fast person, and I thought I was decently fast when I got here. I was not. I was very slow. But I made adjustments, and now I feel like I finally got my groove a little bit on both sides of, like, the strength side, the basketball side, and the food side, because that was also really hard. Me and Lucy talked about that, too. Finding food to eat when you're an athlete is so hard, because you're so tired all the time, but you're so hungry and so lazy. That might just be a me thing, but especially my freshman year, because we don't have, like, I mean, you live in a dorm, so you don't have a kitchen in your dorm room. So I would use my Black Card a lot, that's how athletes, like, pay for their food. We have an app on our phone called Black Card, and they, like, put money on it every day for you to use. So that's what I would do. Estela's is on Black Card. I had a lot of Estela's my freshman year. It's very nice. But that was, like, that was hard, making that adjustment, and not having, like, my mom to cook for me, or, like, to order me food and to tell me what I should put in my tummy. I had to, like, figure it out by myself again, which was really hard. Oh, my Estela's order. I just had Estela's yesterday, actually. And I shuffle between two different things. So if I'm feeling like a skinny queen, if I just want to be, like, petite and cute, I'll get 3 steak tacos, and I get Spanish rice, queso, guac, onions, and sour cream, and then obviously steak. That's my skinny girl meal. And I definitely will get a soda from the fountain as well. And that's what I had yesterday, and I ate it in, like, 3 seconds. It was so good. But if I'm, like, really hungry, like, middle of the season, and I'm like, I need something, then I get a burrito, and I get basically all the same things: Spanish rice, steak, guac. Then I'll do a little corn salsa in there to mix it up. Maybe lettuce if I'm feeling it. Most of the time I'm not. Veggies are not for me, really. I get a side of guac, chips. And I love to get the big, I don't know how many ounces it is, like maybe the 8-ounce one, like the largest size to take home. I'll eat that bad boy for 2 days. I will snack on that. It's so good. The guac is so good. I love guac. But yeah, I'll eat a steak quesadilla. Basically anything with steak. It's so good. And they cook it, like, fresh right in front of you, which I love. Because it comes out and it's piping hot, and, you know, it hasn't been, like, sitting in a container all day. Some other places. No shade, no tea, but it's so good. That's what I get at Estela's. And we also get it for training table too. So I'm from West Des Moines, so it's very different from Iowa City, because, I don't know, and West Des Moines has, like, millions of things. So many different restaurants. Like, we have the biggest mall in Iowa is in West Des Moines, and, like, it's not huge by any means. Like, we don't have a Zara or anything, so keep that in mind. So, like, that was a big difference, too, getting here, because I was like, I mean, where am I supposed to shop? What am I supposed to do? But I've definitely found, like, my places. So I do still love to shop. I love to spend time at the IRL. That Lululemon, fire, and the people who work there are really nice. And Anthropologie, I love to do that. I love to shop, basically. Any excuse to go to the mall, go to Target, I'm in. Like, I will go to Target just for milk and end up spending way too much money. So that's what I like to do whenever I have time or energy. Oh, I like to take Luna to the dog park. She loves that because that girl she is just a ball of energy. She's definitely made me not as lazy because I have to, like, you know, care for her and be her mother. But she's not. And we go for walks. But honestly, like, whenever the season comes around, I do not have energy to, like, do anything or get out of bed at all besides practice. Oh, and I just learned a term. So I think I said this in an episode once about how, like, when I wake up, I have to give myself, like, a 15-minute grace period because I cannot, like, just wake up and shoot out of bed. Like, that's never going to happen for me. I need at least 15 minutes. And Whit, shout out Whit, she told me it's called Hurkle Durkling. So I'm a big fan of the Hurkle Durkle. And I think it's important for everyone to know. It's a real thing. It's not just me. It's not just you. We all Hurkle Durkle together at the same time, and that's okay. My biggest fear, and there's a name for it. It's like a phobia. It's making my stomach hurt just to think about it. I am really, 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 like, terrified of Herky. And my hands are shaking. You can't see because I've had some traumatizing experiences with Herky. And it's not just Herky. It's every single mascot. And I've also discovered it's basically anyone who dresses up in costume. So, like, that's why when Caitlin and Kate scared me in those costumes, like, some might say I was being dramatic, but it's, like, my biggest fear. Like, masks, the gorilla suit, like, can't do it. Herky is terrifying. And the worst part about my fear of Herky is Herky thinks it's funny. He likes to troll me. And when we made it to the Elite Eight my freshman year, Herky chased me off the court while we were celebrating, and I hid in a bathroom for, like, 10 minutes. Like, that's how bad it is. Like, I will start to cry if Herky is near me. I've gotten better, though. I can give him a high five, but I don't like, his hands are like this. Like, if anyone has seen Herky's hands, they're like this, and I don't like that. It freaks me out. He has a really big smile, which is really scary, and, God, yeah, I have nightmares about Herky, genuinely, and all mascots. It started with Psy, the Cyclone, when I was little, and I will never get over it. Clowns, no, can't do it. Terrified of clowns. Terrified of, like, I like Halloween, but when people dress up in costumes and, like, act like their costume, can't do it. It's also why I'm not good at scaring people, because I'm not good at, like, acting creepy, because I'll just scare myself, because then I think I feel like I'm possessed, even though I know I'm not. I have issues. But yeah, terrified of Herky. And people always ask me about my least favorite mascot in the Big Ten. And this is something that I could really get into because I am terrified of, I think his name is Pete, the Purdue mascot. But that's because he's only like a top half mascot. He has his human legs out. And I could cry. It's not okay. And, like, I need to start a petition. He needs costume legs. It's like, it's so scary. I was traumatized at the Purdue game. The Terrapin, Maryland's mascot, can't do it. Can't do that. I think those are, like, the ones that really traumatize me. The Aces mascot, that bunny rabbit thing, looks, like, psychotic. It looks like it would, like, rip the tires off my car and, like, trap me in my car and hunt me down. I don't know. Just, like, my hands are shaking just talking about it. Terrifying. But yeah, I'm really easy to scare as well. I'm sure, as most of you have seen, my teammates love to scare me. Kylie just did, like, a couple weeks ago, literally at the butt crack of dawn. She thought it was funny. I wasn't laughing. It scared the crap out of me. AJ does it too. They love to spook me. But I jump at everything. Like, if someone just went, like, boo, right now, I would probably scream. But that's okay. Sorry about my mascot rant. I could really, oh my gosh. In one of my more traumatizing moments with Herky, and this one was so embarrassing too, because, like, once again, Herky knows about my fear. Like, it took me, like, I couldn't even follow him on Instagram. I just did last year after we had some exposure therapy. But we were at kids camp and we were signing autographs. So I have, like, all these little kids in front of me. And I noticed my teammates start to record me. And they're like, Jada, look behind you. Bam! Herky's in my face. I screamed so loud in front of all these kids, probably terrified them. I didn't even care. And I was immediately tears, full-blown tears. And he thought it was funny. It wasn't. I'm not over it. I'll never get over it. Whoa. Maybe by the time I graduate, I'll be able to like Herky. Maybe I should put on the Herky costume. Maybe that would help. I think that would be hilarious if I just showed up one day as Herky. But that's my Herky beef. I'm so bad at pranks. I try really, really hard, but I am a terrible liar. Like, I do not have a poker face. And so, like, when I try to play pranks on people, it's the same thing. Because I'm so obvious. I'm like, I tried to put fake cockroaches in AJ's shoe over the summer. And I was just, like, sitting in my locker, and when she came out from the bathroom, I was, like, sitting and just smiling. And I was just watching her walk over to her locker. Like, girl, could you be any more obvious? I couldn't. I'm terrible. And I'm not good at lies. I have no poker face. But that's a good thing, I think. Because then I can't lie. And I also, like I said earlier, I'm terrified of, like, creepy, like, feeling creepy. So whenever I try to, like, scare someone, it freaks me out. Because I'm like, what if someone is scaring me in turn? And I have issues. I get paranoid. I'm not good. But I love Halloween, I will say that. And I love scary movies. As long as it doesn't have to do, like, with me directly, I'm fine. But if that stuff were to become real, I would be the first one to die in a scary movie. 1, because I'm so trusting. 2, I don't think I could, like, exhibit enough. Like, I wouldn't be able to defend myself. I'm not agile like that. And another big fear of mine is being chased. That's why the Herky thing was so traumatizing to me, because not only was it Herky, but I was being chased. I hate being chased. My brothers would always do that to me when I was little. They would chase me up the stairs, and I would just, like, fall down and start crying. And that's what would happen if I was in a scary movie. If someone was chasing me, I would just give up. 1, because I'm not fast. And I hate being chased. I'm just a wuss, I've discovered. Like, anything could scare me, honestly. I also hate bugs. I'm scared of bugs. Or anything that flies or flaps. Birds, I can't. Okay. I've been advised to stop talking about my fears because it's giving me anxiety. So we're going to talk about my team and what I love about my team. And I did, like, this was, like, one of the first ever talking TikToks I ever made was me talking about my teammates, which is so fitting because I love them all so much. But my favorite thing about my team in general, like, as a whole, is how well our personalities mesh. And that's, like, major kudos to my coaches, because obviously, like, they recruit good basketball players, and that's really important because it's, like, their job to win and have a good team. But they also do a good job of, like, recruiting girls that are similar and, like, understand each other. Like, when I was talking with Callie in the episode that just came out today, we were talking about how, like, easy that transition was with, like, the freshmen. And I feel like it's like that every single year because we all have, like, so much in common and we have such similar personalities, if that makes sense. So there hasn't been, like, one singular teammate where I feel like I really had to, like, work to be, like, close with. It all just happened so immediately. Yeah, so I love that about my teammates. And obviously I was the closest with, like, Kate, Gabby, and Caitlin. And then they all left me because they're so rude. But, and I've shared so many memories that I love and cherish with them. But my current teammates are also really great. And it's nice because I've known half of them for so long. Like me, Sydney, Kylie, Hannah, and Taylor, and even Callie played at Attack too. Like, we all played together, so we knew each other coming in, which was really nice. And me and Hannah have known each other for, oh my God, I'm 20. So we've known each other for, like, I don't know, almost 10 years. That's crazy that I can say that. So I've known her for a really long time. And, like, so it's kind of a cheat code because when I got here, like, I didn't need to really make friends because I already had friends built in. Yeah. But I do love my teammates. They're also special to me. Myself and the Estela's Taco-Bout network are proud to support Count the Kicks. Count the Kicks is a stillbirth prevention program that teaches expectant parents to monitor their baby's movements through the 3rd trimester. Count the Kicks was started right here in Iowa and helped reduce our state's stillbirth rate by 32%. Expectant parents can download the free Count the Kicks app to monitor their baby's movements and speak up to their doctors if they notice a change. Visit counttthekicks.org to learn more. No one can compare to Kate. She's like, and she hates when people say it, but it's so true. She's actually the best leader in the whole entire world. I've never, ever been around someone who can, like, hold you accountable and not make you feel like, well, okay, I've been around people like that, but she can, like, she has just a power to, like, hold you accountable. You know she means business, but, like, you're not afraid of her at all. Like, because she's just so sweet and so welcoming, but she's also, like, we're going to get stuff done at the same time, and she knows how to have fun. She's just the best. I love her so much. And, yeah, she's definitely rubbed off on me a lot, though, because she's, like, the kind of person where, like, you see her in the gym or you see her, like, in practice, and being around her, you're like, how could you not try to match her energy and, like, give as much effort as her? Just because, like, she just pulls it out of you. She makes you want to work hard. She makes you want to win everything. And that girl is competitive. Like, you have to, like, win everything. Like, we would be doing breakdown defense drills, like, one-on-one, and she's like, okay, they don't score. Like, let's win this drill. And I'm like, what do you mean when they're not even keeping track? Like, we're not even going 100%. And she's like, they're not going to score. And I'm like, okay. Me at 18 years old, I'm like, this chick is crazy. Like, is it really that big of a deal? And, like, it is. And that's what made her who she is now. Because, like, she wins everything. She wins at life. She wins every day. She slays. I love her so much. I was just on the phone with her last night, and I just miss her. I miss all of them. And it's so weird. Like, my friends are professional athletes. Like, what? They're in the WNBA, and they're, like, killing the game. And all these people, like, love them and support them. And it's, like, so weird to think about, because in my head, they're just, like, my friends, and they just would, like, come over and sit on my couch, and we would, like, laugh at fart jokes and, like, do stupid things. But they're, like, really important people, I think, and, like, they mean a lot to other people, I guess. And it's so weird. It's crazy. But I'm very proud of them. Kate makes me so proud. So does Caitlin, obviously, but, like, she's in a whole different realm because she's, like, amazing, and so is Kate. Oh! I don't want to offend anyone. I'm not trying to. But Caitlin's, like, the GOAT, obviously. So, like, what she does doesn't surprise me anymore because she's just been doing that since high school. Literally, she would drop 50 bombs on my high school team. Every time we played, it was terrible. I would just be like, what are you going to do? I'll never forget. Someone found film from our game when we played against each other, and it was, like, that was the one thing I never wanted to resurface on the internet was me playing against Caitlin in high school. But there's also, they forgot the clips of whenever I would have to guard Caitlin when I would get switched onto her. And I kid you not, I would just stand there. I'm like, please just shoot it. Just make it quick. Because she was just, I'm not kidding when I tell you she scored literally like 53 points on my team in high school. It was nuts. And like, I couldn't even be mad at her. I couldn't even hate her because I'm like, you got it like that for real. What am I going to do? I feel so silly. I need to spray my face. Don't be alarmed by the amount of setting spray I use. It's good for you. It seals the deal. Okay, well, thanks for listening to me talk and getting ready with me. And thanks for a great season. It's been so fun getting to film with all my friends and all the athletes. It's been great to get to know people and to share a little bit of me and my friends with you guys. It's been so fun, and love ya.